Minecraft Origins Explained, the Dragonborn origin created by the user known as 𝓵𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓼. You're a descendant of the great dragons, taking after them greatly. Fireball, this is your first ability, which is key to your primary ability key. You can shoot a fireball. As you can see, the messes around here, I've totally not had to restart the recording due to a little bit of a scuffy. But as you can see, let's get a husky down here and we shoot a fireball at him, and does a little bit of damage, spreads a little bit of fire. It's kind of similar to the gas fireball, with a roughly around 5-second cooldown. It also doesn't do a spectacular amount of damage, averaging 3 to 4 hits to kill this husk over here, there we are, depending on his radius to the actual fireball itself, as well as how much fire damage he takes as well. It's pretty interesting to say the least, the ability. Your dragon, you have fireballs, it's a pretty handy thing to have by default. Wings, you were born with wings, what else is there to say? Yeah, I mean, you spawn with an elytra on by default. As you can see, I'm wearing an elytra right now, and if we try to grab some chest plate, you can wear a chest plate with said elytra. So that's definitely an interesting thing to keep in mind, but yeah, you have an elytra. Boo-hoo. I don't know whether it's because my cape isn't active or not, but I believe this actually means that the elytra doesn't get your cape design if you have a cape for your Minecraft character, which is definitely a bit of an interesting issue. Leap. You're able to leap up in the air with great force. This is your secondary ability, which is key to nothing by default. You have to find a button for your secondary ability. Mine's key to Y because that's just where I like to press it. Anyway, press Y. You jump up. My god, that's actually a fair bit of height. Whoa, that's higher than the average taiga biome trees. Let's get ourselves out into survival mode and let's do it again. Let's do some jumps up and let's fall right back down. Okay, so that's one thing to keep in mind. This ability is effectively just the Elytran's ability on steroids. You still take fall damage because this is meant to be used as a way to boost your ability to fly around, but you can't use the boost whilst you're in the air. That's actually a really smart tactic with that. So you can't just info-fly with that ability because you can't use the ability if you're in the air. You can only use the ability when you're in the ground. So that's a big thing to keep in mind. Flap. While in the air, you can beat your wings to keep yourself in the air. This uses the extra origin keys. We'll be right back, I suppose. Flap. While in the air, you can beat your wings and keep yourself in the air. This is your 10-area ability from the extra origins key by which I've keyed to you. Okay, so from the looks of it from the get-go, it provides a nice little boost depending on how you move. So what if we jump up into the air and then fly around? Oh, what's this back? A bit lag spikes there. What in the world? And we press the U. It just gives us a nice little... It's a nice little propulsion boost. It does help you keep in the air, actually quite nicely. It's kind of like weaker than stage 1 rockets, but you can't spam them as much. So it does have its weakness, as well as it requires you to keep pressing whatever key you bind it to. But it's not too bad of an ability overall. Strong arms. Your powerful arms allow you to do more damage. Now, I discovered this earlier by accident, but let's run through it again. Let's just grab ourselves out a husk. You see this little husky boy here? He's not going to see what's coming. We're going to go up here and slam dunk him. 1. That's a grass piece. 6. 7. I don't know if that was a lot quicker than normal, but one thing I do notice is a lot quicker than normal. Let's get ourselves a sword. 2 shots with a wooden sword. A wooden sword, boys. Double shot with a wooden sword. That means that when you go up to a stone sword, I'm pretty sure there's either 2 or 1. 2 shot for wooden sword, but the husky boy can 1 shot with an iron sword pretty easily, which is actually pretty nice. If we, let's say, summon an iron golem here, grabbing a stone sword, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits with a stone sword and iron golem. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 crit axe hits kill the iron golem. What if we get an iron sword on him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 iron sword hits. And just because I feel like going a little overkill on this, what if we get a Netherite sword? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits with a Netherite sword and you can kill Mr. Iron Golem Boy there pretty easily. Honestly, this is quite powerful, having this increased amount of attack damage. Tough scales. Your thick scales act as natural armor. So by default, you have, wow. You have effectively a full iron set of armor wearing without it being worn. As well as the fact that you can wear diamond armor by the looks of things. I guess we'll find out a little bit more about armor things, maybe not. Even a creeper explosion point blank still only does a few hearts of damage, which is pretty neat to have, to be completely honest. Unwieldy. The way your hands are formed, disable you from use of any form of shield or a bow. So this is why you have a fireball. You can't use a bow. Can you take... Yes, you can take damage from your own fire. Interesting. This means you can't use a bow or a crossbow, but one thing you can still use for any extra range damage if you don't want to use your fireballs excessively, you can still use tridents. So it's not the end of the world with this ability. You can still use tridents, you just can't use a crossbow or a bow. I mean, your mileage may vary on your use on that one. It just makes dealing with the Ender Dragon and stuff like long range units just a little more annoying to deal with. But at the end of the day, you have the ability to fly as well as you can shoot fireballs. So it's not the end of the world type of ability. I'm sure most people will be fine. Shiny. You love shiny things, so you'll only wear gold and diamond armor. So I had a funny feeling there was going to be something to do with armor. I had no idea what it was going to be. That was just off of sheer fact that it'd be a bit overpowered to be able to have, I don't know, a chest plate and an elytra on at the same time. That's a touch broken. But so what it looks like you can happen here is you can wear diamond and gold base gear, which if we put the chest plate on, yeah, you can wear gold, but you can't wear chainmail, you can't wear any other gear. Chainmail doesn't work. What about going up to, no, you can't wear Netherite, so you can only wear diamonds and gold armor, which isn't too crazy. You still have diamond armor usable to you, and you can use golden chest plates for when you want to play around with the piglins inside of the nether, so it's not terrible. Scary. Villagers are scared of you and they won't trade with you. Ooh, this is an interesting ability. Now we've arrived over in this village here. Let's, is there a villager with a job? Can one of you villagers get a job, please? It'd be pretty appreciated, you know? There we are. So this villager here, you right click on him, you can trade with him. Hold on, so what do you need for his trade? Let's just get out some emeralds. Something tells me this part of the ability is a bit broken here, so this will probably get updated not long after this video. That seems to be a bit of an unintended effect. Oh well. Hungry. Your body is consistently demanding food to feel your power. So if we watch my hunger bar here. Now, by the simple act of not even moving, we can see that our hunger bar is going at a pretty rapid pace. Like in the time span it's taken me to say that line, I've already lost one chunk of hunger. Now if we start moving around, we jump, you can see the hunger bar really disappears quite quickly with this origin. Wow. But that's wild, having your own hunger bar be decreasing when you're not even doing anything. Like, that's something you don't see on a normal day-to-day basis, so be wary of your hunger. It will cause you many problems if you're not careful. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that video on screen now where we check out some more origins to do with the Hollow Knight origin. Yeah, that's the one you want to check out. Anyway, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Bye-bye!